So it's like you brought up the word trust. There is not one guy on the bench that J.J. Reddick could trust for us that depth. Well, Eric Spoelstra trusted Gabe Vincent, and Gabe Vincent helped them go to the NBA Finals. He was a huge piece. So you mean
the same guy? Is that the same guy?
But what I'm saying, he didn't have some moments in this series where he did knock down some shots and did his thing. You can't find 2 minutes for him. Jared Vanderbilt is a high energy, high motor guy, right? Jared Vanderbilt, 6'9", 6'10". You mean to tell me that you can't find minutes for him defensively where he can help you with a guy like McDaniels or maybe a guy playing him against Julius Randle to give LeBron James a breather? Now, you know, even when I'm not on First Take, I'm always watching. Wendy, didn't you go on a rant about 3 weeks ago and you brought up the word malpractice? And you said malpractice at its finest when you was talking about Nico Harrison. Okay, so what are the Lakers missing right now? A big, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I need to see everybody, especially you, Wendy. Correct me if I'm wrong. But didn't Nico approach Rob Pelinka about getting Luka Doncic when the trade happened?
Yes.
Didn't Rob Pelinka know that you needed a center? You don't think Rob Pelinka could have maybe snatched the Daniel Gafford in that trade as well, knowing that you need a lot? Huh? What you mean you don't know about that?
No. What I'm saying, if you offering Luka, you don't have to give up much else. If you offering Luka Doncic, when Wendy was talking about malpractice, he's talking about what Nico should have gotten in return for Luka, not that the Lakers should have got more with Luka.
I'm just asking a question. If they
I'm answering it.
Rob Pelinka ain't go to Nico. Nico went to Rob Pelinka. So with that being said, hold on, follow me here. Stay with me on this one, S.A. So that means that they wanted to get rid of Luka that badly, right? But they wanted Anthony Davis that badly as well. So at that point, okay, yeah, we'll take Luka, but we know with taking Luka, we might just need one of those bigs. I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. Okay, cool. Maybe y'all agree. If y'all don't,
that's a push.
All I'm saying, huh?
That's a push because it's Luka. And if you're offering Luka a global iconic basketball superstar, you know, it's like, I got a chance to get Luka.
But
I need the big two.
Stephen A., is it fair to say that this trade might not age like we all expected it to?
I'm not sure about that because you're talking about having a global iconic brand.
If they get
that's
bounced
a
in the first round,
it doesn't matter because even if you remember when this field first came down, Molly, we were all saying this wasn't the year we expected the Lakers to do something. As the weeks progressed and we saw how they elevated defensively, we thought differently. But when the trade first happened, nobody was anticipating that this was the year that the Lakers was going to do damage. Go ahead, Wendy.
Yes, the inconvenient truth here is that the Lakers didn't really believe in this team. We know that because they rescinded the Mark Williams trade, because when they pulled out of that trade, they knew they were going to go the rest of the season with a very incomplete, flawed roster. They did a great job managing their weaknesses to get the 3 seed, and that enabled them a dream of making a run. And if everything had fallen just right, a run could have been made. But when they elected to pull out of that trade, they knew they were kneecapping themselves to a certain extent.
This is the last thing. This is the perfect opportunity for old LeBron James to make a legit run to the NBA Finals, Wendy. They are in position to make a run. Well, not anymore.
But they don't care about his timeline. They don't care about his timeline. They care about Luka's timeline.
I get that. But what I'm saying is when you have an opportunity to make a run to go win a championship, I don't give a what your timeline or what your scheduling was. Sometimes things adjust. And when the Lakers finished with the top 3 seed in the Western Conference and they saw that they had a legitimate shot at making it to the NBA Finals, the pathway that they have, then you're supposed to go all in for it, and you're supposed to try to win.
No, they made that choice in February not to go all in, Perk. They made the choice in February not to go all in.
What's up, y'all? So first of all, I want to thank y'all so much for tapping into my channel. I appreciate y'all. And the clip I to show y'all, that was Brian Windhorst and Kenneth Perkins. And they were speaking on LeBron James and the Lakers. And Brian, he said that the Lakers organization are no longer going all in on LeBron James. And this is something that we all knew. I mean, at least me. at the end of the day, LeBron James, he's 40 years old, maybe 40 or 41 years old. And, this is not a surprise that LeBron James and the Lakers no longer have the same kind of relationship, because he's about to retire. So of course, the Lakers are looking for new talent. And I know that this hurts LeBron James, because he still want to be the top dog, even though he's getting older, and even though he's getting closer to the retirement. But the reason why the Lakers decided to trade for Luka Doncic is because they know that LeBron James' time is basically up. So they wanted a new star, a young, fresh young star, and that is why they decided to go for Luka Doncic. So I actually agree with Brian. So let me know what you think about this. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next videos.